took us over in 2001, and it was a 13-room hotel, and the restaurant was closed.
And when you moved in here, did you notice any activity that was going on?
We really started to notice things, I want to say, maybe a year later, during the summer, when I started hearing unexplained things.
Well, what would you?
We heard sounded like people walking upstairs back and forth. Now it's hardwood floors up there. This is before we put the carpet runners down, and you could really clearly hear footsteps. And so we knew there was nobody else in the building. So we all went up there and we were looking in all the rooms, and there was nobody up there, completely empty. And it sounded like somebody was rolling this ball back and forth right above me in one of the rooms. So that was one thing. I did see, so all three of us saw the rocking chair moving. So that was, I was walking around the bar up here, and it sounded like this little clicking noise. And it was an unusual noise. It wasn't the ice machine, nothing like that. It was something different I'd never heard before. And it just seemed like it was following me all over the place. And okay. So I came down and did my usual and walked across the street, and I was in my apartment across the street, and I heard the same clicking noise. Sometimes I'll walk through and I just feel chill. Sometimes the hair stands right up on my arms. It almost sometimes it feels like it's just like following you around. And
what may have stirred up activity here? I know you don't want to point fingers or anything, but we're trying to pinpoint what if there was an event that possibly could have triggered it.
Well, I remember years ago, and I wasn't here, but I heard the story that there was somebody here, and they had a little bit of a seance, and I believe it was around Halloween. I was in Connecticut, and I wasn't here for it, but there were several people, and they were playing around having a seance, and that was probably about 3 years ago.
So activity picked up?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Definitely the last year. I just don't remember having all those chilling sensations for years and years. I mean, I've heard the noises and the rocking chair and all that other stuff, but just the last year,
it's gotten a little more intense.
I would say so. Yeah. Hotel. This used to be an 88-room hotel. The whole third floor was rooms. It was a T-shaped building. There was another piece that went down the river here. So it was a big building, a lot of rooms, and we heard that there was a gunfight on the third floor and somebody got shot.
What kind of bar was that originally? Do you know? Was it like a biker bar, or was it just a local?
We've heard people, stories of people bringing a horse into the bar. It used to be known as the wildest quarter acre.
Right here.
Right here. And if you wanted a fight or if you wanted excitement, this is where you came. If you didn't bring your wife down here to play checkers, this is you came down here looking for a fight, so that's changed quite a bit. Yeah, it's a nice place now, but and a guy had a heart attack while he was mopping the floor. So that was 2 up there. We heard a cook committed suicide in the kitchen. That's 3. We heard that the owner of the building that was upstairs in the second floor had another person had a heart attack up there on the second floor. So that's 4, plus the possible gunfight in the attic.
Right.
Would be 5, unconfirmed, but 2 actually are confirmed because there was people here that saw. There was somebody here that saw the person pass out of the booth. There was somebody working at the time that saw the person had a heart attack up here. And so then the rest, of course, is I didn't get 5 people right there in this building that have died right here.
Also, that river runs underneath your hotel, and it goes underneath the kitchen, and then above the kitchen is room number 8. Now, from what I heard from you and your brother is that there's a lot of activity, the unexplained activity and feelings in the kitchen and room number 8, which is right over the moving water.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, and there's theories that moving water under a building can cause energy and cause paranormal activity. So I think that's very interesting, and it could be a key point to why this place is, the spirits are able to draw enough energy to manifest here.
We have a temperature sensor in room 8 for that half of the building, for that end of the building, that side of the building, and we've seen the temperature drop on that sensor.
By how much?
5 degrees.
5 degrees,
where it's just,
like instantly.
It's just.
Dan, what have you experienced here since you took over ownership of this place?
A lot of things not being where they were, like the carpenters would put stuff down and things would be moved around on, or they couldn't find stuff. The temperature number 8, we have a thermostat number 8, and it would fluctuate like by 5 degrees just for no reason. It would just like all of a sudden just drop. But I have heard a ball rolling around on second, maybe third floor time. I've heard a kid saying, "No, mommy, no."
No,
heard that. Yes. And maybe like had a heavy weight on me while I was sleeping, like somebody was on top of me.
Where
and at that
pressure
time,
be?
it's just like it was laying right on top of me.
Your chest area?
Yes. Yeah. And then that's whenever I heard the "no, mommy, no."
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
So maybe something was saying, "Don't do this to him."
Exactly.
And what room was that in?
That was room number 9.
Room number 9.
Yep.
Okay, so there's a lot of activity in a couple of the rooms in the same area, it seems.
Yeah, 8
over the river.
Yes.
So
right.
we go back to the river. Or was it before you guys took it over?
Well, I think it was Time Magazine did an article about it. It was the roughest place in the Northeast Kingdom. In the Northeast. Roughest bar in the Northeast.
Do you know what it was called then?
The Zoo.
The Zoo.
Yeah, it was the Osborne. Yes, we did something stupid on Halloween night. We did a seance.
How long ago?
About 4 or 5 years ago now.
Okay. Can I have the video camera? Is that a blaster?
Once you get under here, it's about this high.
Oh, cool.
It's rolling.
All right. There we go. I'm on the USS Minnie Pickle. Here we are. We're under the hotel. Dark and sinister looking in there. Pretty cool to navigate under here. That's a lot for paranormal investigating. Yeah.
Would you do it again?
Yeah.